Hey, what's up, y'all? Guess what? It is time to focus, LBK. Welcome to the Focus LBK show. Today we are on location recording at the Patterson Library on behalf of my brother Cambrell. We want to welcome y'all to a good show. We're going to talk about what's going on around town. We got 3 cool events. Really, it's 5 events because we've been touching on two of them for a while now. But we got about 5 events that we want to run down real quick. We're going to talk a little bit about the Cat Williams controversy, but we ain't finna just dwell on all the comedic aspects, and we ain't finna dwell on spilling the tea and all that. But he said something in there that I want to use as the thought of the week, and we'll run that down when it's time. But before we get too far into anything, we want to say peace to the east.
All the best to the west.
Well, of course, to the folks up north.
Those down south.
Hey, that's your mind.
I want to talk about Lubbock.
Well, me too. That's all we do. Boom. Y'all haven't gave us no feedback on this, so we gonna keep it. You know you like it. If you don't like it, let us know. I mean, seriously, for real though. But getting right into what's going on. Man, y'all know we got Martin Luther King Day coming up, and that is a day of service. It's not just a day to be off work. It is if you choose, but we like to try to be in service with it. And speaking of, we got the Lubbock Roots Historical Arts Council is going to be sponsoring the Booker T. Washington Community Garden Day of Service. That's going to be on January 15th, 2024. The location, if y'all don't know, is 2109 Cedar Avenue, Lubbock, Texas. That's right over there off Avenue A, across the street from all them warehouses and stuff like that. It's the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. National Day of Service. Worthy cause, we'll be there. If you don't be there, you're going to be square. We're going to be there. We're going to be square. Wherever we go, because I think we just kind of square anyway. You know what I'm saying? But again, that's the Martin Luther King Jr. National Day of Service. It's going to take place January 15, 2024. It's at the Booker T. Washington Community Garden at 2109 Cedar Avenue. And it's going to be from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And that's sponsored by the Lubbock Roots Historical Arts Council. If you got any questions on that, call 806-535-2475. Bro, what you got for us?
What I have is the Texas Tech University School of Law, the Texas Tech University Black Law Students Association, Texas Tech University Environmental Law Society, and Legal Aid of Northwest Texas. They present a community forum of environmental justice. I almost said injustice. But yeah, it's going to be presentations. It's going to be presentations from North and East Lubbock Coalition, Southeast Environmental Task Force, the Environmental Advocacy Center at the Northwestern Pritzker School of Law in Chicago, Echo Heights, the Stop 6 Environmental Coalition, Fort Worth, Texas A&M School of Law, and Legal Aid Northwest Texas. So that's going to be noon to 6 p.m. Friday, January 26th. Stay for some or for all, they say. So if you can't stay from noon to 6, just catch what you can. It's going to be at Lanier Auditorium, Texas Tech University School of Law, 3311 18th Street, Lubbock, Texas. Free parking and food provided.
Both of those are very important points to details that need to be included. Free parking and food.
Yes.
You can stay for some or you can stay for all. What date is that again?
On January 26th.
Okay.
2024.
Y'all know we at the Patterson Library, and so once again, them AKAs, boy, they be getting it in. They right next door. I don't know if y'all can hear that on mic. Probably not. But we can hear it, and it's like, man, they are partying over there. Those AKAs, boy, they be turning up on Saturdays at Patterson. You know what I'm saying? I know Saturday morning at what is it? 11 o'clock. Saturday morning at 11:07, the AKAs is turning it up, getting hype right next door to us. I don't know, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The other thing we wanted to highlight, shout out here is we got the 2024 Black Business Expo That's a networking mixer. That's going to be on February 2nd, 7 p.m. to 8:30. And then the next day, February 3rd, from 12 to 4 at May Simmons Community Center, they're going to have the actual Black Business Expo. And really, from what I understand, it's a two-part thing. The mixer is the night before, and I believe that's at Mama Ann's Soul Food Kitchen. And then the expo itself is on the 3rd. So the networking mixer, February 2nd, 7 to 8:30, Mama Ann's. And then you got the February 3rd, you got the expo. Why you say,
Because every time you say Mama Ann's, I think about them oxtails.
Yeah.
Like,
I still haven't had the oxtails because them, what I had, them beef tips, they were so good. I'm stuck on that. That's what every time I go, I get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not that I have to remind myself. I be thinking about them beef tips. So when I get there, I'll be looking at the menu. I'll be like, beef tips. Yeah. But anyway, man, y'all get on out there to that networking mixer on the 2nd, 7 to 8:30. Then the next day, May Simmons, 12 to 4 on the 3rd, they're going to have the actual Black Business Expo. And of course, that same day at May Simmons at 6 p.m. to 9 p.m., it's going to be a Kwanzaa celebration. Man, it's put on by a lot of different organizations, but it's Saturday, February 3rd, 2024, 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Doors open at 5 p.m. All are welcome. May Simmons Community Center. And y'all know where that's at. I ain't finna read if you don't know where that's at, we just won't even see you. I don't even know what to say about you. You know what I'm saying? But it's the Kwanzaa celebration, man. It's on February 3rd. It's February 3rd. So there's a whole plethora of things to do coming up. It's not going to make the show, but we going to the gun show after this. So you can't, you know what I'm saying? Every weekend there's something to do. For out and about, bro, I just want to make a few, tell about a few of my impressions from going to, I was at the Electric Choice Provider Conference, I guess is what you would call it. That was up at the Civic Center yesterday from 3 to 8. And I believe they having it today, which again, you won't see, but they're going to have a couple more. So stay tuned for those dates. And you can always go look at lpnl.com and find them dates. But I will say, man, yes, there were 20 providers up there, 20 electricity providers up there. But guess what? I have to be honest, there was 200 million Lubbockites up there. And I would just say, I was there taking pictures, and you know how we do. I'm up there covering the event. And I just thought to myself, man, it would be so much easier to go online at lpnl.com and you can scroll through and click through. They got all that same information right there on the webpage, and you can just, at your leisure, instead of standing in line, you can just chill with a cup of coffee and click on it.
Some people like to be told what to think, man.
Say it again louder.
Some people just have to be told what to think.
Yeah, and also I think some people just so unsure about the process that they want to talk to somebody in person. You know,
but that's what I'm saying. When it all come down to it, it's not about what somebody's saying; it's what's in writing.
Oh, that's a great point.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not finna go by what you stood up in here talking about. Mm-hmm. Now, where can I go find this information?
Right.
To look at myself, because you can say anything. A pair of funky lips will say anything. What they say.
You know, and if you go online talking about getting it in writing, they literally have downloads. You can download the handout that has all the fine print on it.
So that's what I'm saying. You don't have to worry about what the guy said that it was going. Mm-hmm. I'm just saying any question that's not in writing, they have to answer that in writing, or it's not a legal binding understanding. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I'm saying. So when you get a understanding outside of that, and people be like, "Well, can I get that in writing?" Because that's what's gonna stand up in court.
Writing trumps all. Getting a document.
Stand up in court, man.
So,
yeah, I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, I was there yesterday, and I will say it was a hugely well attended event. Man, the pictures of the parking lot is just, you know what I'm saying? The inside was just. That's all you saw was people walking and talking and bub and that hum. You know what I'm saying? That was people talking and stuff. Long lines. I'm sure that if that's what you prefer to do is talk directly to somebody, then yeah, I get it. Go up there and talk to them. it's going to be several more events. I think they having 3 of them or 5 of them or something like that. We'll post the dates. Matter of fact, down here in the article, we'll post the dates of that's coming up. But I would just say, man, please take advantage of that. If you're internet savvy and if you have a connection, take advantage of looking at that stuff from home. That's personally what I would do. And then second of all, you can come to the library, your neighborhood library, and they can help you find that site and find the information you need. Now,
oh, hold up. I didn't mean to cut y'all, bro. And then, on top of not even if you don't understand, you're at the library.
mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure it's a book.
It's got to be at least one dictionary in that.
How electricity works, how
right.
it's produced.
Yeah.
How it comes down the line, I'm pretty sure it's all type of material in here that'll get you up to speed. But
probably is. I mean, one time back in the day when I was in my carpentry phase, I was building stuff left and right, and I was like, I want to build a bed, and I was like, I wonder how would you go about that? And I say, let me go to the library, because I stay in the library. I said, let me go to the library and see. I walked down the aisle and look. Lo and behold, I just walked and looked right in the section where it said in the card catalog. It was on a computer, showing my age. Right there, it say, guess what? A book say, how to make beds.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, well, there you go. See, that's what I'm talking about. I bet it's a book in here. How to choose an electrical provider. Stuff, what you should look for in a good electrical provider. All that kind of stuff. But the point is, I do want to say, I want to say this because I think it's a legal issue. The city of Lubbock employees at the library or wherever you might go cannot help you choose. That would be illegal for the employees to help you choose. That's like showing favoritism or something like that. I don't know, but I know they can't do it. So you can't ask them direct questions like, should I do this or that? But they will definitely help you get to the actual site and see what you need to see. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, man, y'all take advantage of that and
have your electricity bill with you.
That's what you need. You need to figure out what is your average monthly electrical bill? How much electricity do you use? And it's right there on the bill, from my understanding.
And because without that, everything else is ridiculous. It is redundant. It don't even make sense to do if you don't have your bill with you to see.
If you don't know
exactly how that applies to you, whatever any company is talking about, you got to see how that directly applies to what your situation. And that's just period. And like, other than that, I don't need anybody to tell me anything. I'm gonna go read. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Whatever is on these people's website, because anything else that's not on there, it don't matter what anybody talking about. And that's just my humble opinion on the situation.
And you could just choose the one that got the best mascot, because I've heard a lot of people like the octopus, that little pink octopus. They like, I'm gonna go with that one because they mascot is cute, and that's one way to do it. Personally, octopuses scare me because I think of tentacled alien like beings with tentacles draping over the globe. That's what when I think of octopus. But anyway, y'all didn't ask me that.
Wasn't the Kraken the octopus?
Release the Kraken. Hey, John. Jonathan, release the Kraken. You know what I'm talking about. Man, so that's one of the things I've been noticing about Lubbock, though.
Yeah.
Everything is easier to do online, no matter where you are, almost. But it's a lot of people here that like to go in person, because there's a lot of people that go pay their bills in person.
Yeah, my mama do that.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying. Like, that exchanging something, I'm like that too. Like, I want to see somebody and talk, because stuff go wrong and your money gets taken fast. But for them to iron out how to get your money back to you is the drawn out process. And I ain't talking about that. When that happened, I want to be able to look at somebody and be like, nah, I gave the money to old buddy or whoever.
Yeah.
It is my receipt. I ain't not the rest of that. But
say I gave my money to that the clerk at the desk. I think her name was Charcuterie. Charcuterie, I think her name was. Bro, you absolutely right about that though, man. When you make a mistake with money, they quick to come. They want their money today. But and I say they, I mean any day. When they make a mistake with your money, it's 6-8 months. Fees coming out. Hold up, man. That's how it used to be in the military, man. The military make a mistake in your paycheck. If they give you too much or something, it don't matter how much it is. That's coming out like the next check. You be broke. You might get a check with nothing in it. Like, whoosh, they took it all right back. But if they make a mistake with you, this year sometime, it'll be back. Don't worry about it. Like, man. What you mean don't worry about it? I got to live.
That part.
I got bills to pay.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to beat a dead horse, man, but personally, I would be doing that research online, and lpnl.com is
That would be disgusting.
What's that? Beating a dead horse?
Yeah.
Probably all kind of fluids. Something like, yeah, you don't. Yeah, that's probably why they say they don't want to.
Yeah.
Not to beat a dead horse.
Yeah, please don't.
But today, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna talk about that Cat Williams stuff, and not in the way that you might think. But first, bro, what was your overall? I know y'all saw it, and if you didn't see it, it's probably one of the biggest, most viral things in the country right now. But what was your thoughts on that whole Cat Williams situation?
Well, I had two thoughts initially. The first thought was, Cat Williams is funny, so I was laughing at a lot of it. A lot of it was the type of stuff I kind of really already assume about certain stuff and certain situations, or I've already heard, prior to that, people speaking on some of those things. And then the second thing I thought was like the day after, actually, when I saw like how big the reaction was and everybody was, which I watched the live interview, you know what I mean? Because I just happened to come across it at the time when it was on, and like the next day when I saw that it was a big fiasco or whatever going on behind it, I started thinking it was a distraction to something bigger going on. Because Ukraine talking about they need some more money and all this, everything that's still going on that we were talking about before is still happening, but that's not what the majority of people are focusing on. I don't know.
Bread and circuses.
Just me. Yeah, you know what I mean? That's just me, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel much the same way. First of all, I say Cat Williams is, to me, a funny dude. Most of them other cats that he was talking about, Ricky Smiley ain't never been funny to me. D.L. Hughley is, to me, ain't funny. I don't even know why he was on the Kings of Comedy tour. You know what I'm saying? To me, he was the weakest one on there. And he seemed more bitter than anything. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that's just my opinion. But I'm kind of down with where you coming from, man. First of all, there's everything in the world is still going on. You got for example, the Epstein client list, which I think that's a diversion too. I think most of this stuff is diversionary tactics. But one thing that Cat Williams did say, when I was sitting there watching it, man, I was making a couple of notes and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I didn't watch it when it first came out. My wife hit me to it.
Yeah.
So the first thing, one of the things that occurred to me is I think Cat Williams might be sick, because I was looking at him, he looked tired and kind of run down, you know what I'm saying? Then again, he might just look like that. I don't know. He is a little bit older, but he wasn't G'd up like he normally is. His appearance was not up to his normal level. And it made me wonder. I think he might be sick. He might not make it, or he knows his time is short. Because the way he was spilling all that tea, as they call it, I feel like that's a woman way to say that. I don't. I hear ladies say spilling tea. I don't.
Spilling the tea.
I drink tea. I don't spill it. You know what I'm saying? I sip it. But anyway, all the stuff he was doing, I felt like, man, he looked like he trying to get something off his chest before he out of here or something. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to put that out there, not in a bad way, like hoping it happened. Just if you heard it here first, if something do happen, is he sick? Are they gonna do something to him? I don't know. The other thing though, one thing I like about Cat Williams, man, he always say some fly stuff when it come to some spiritual sounding stuff and some deep stuff that you look at him as a little weird pimp comedian type character, and you like, hey, that was a jewel he just dropped. You know what I'm saying? And one of the jewels he just dropped on that special, or on that interview with I ain't finna say Shay Shay, with Shannon Sharp. That's don't even get don't even get me started. Don't get me sidetracked. One of the things he said that I thought was dope, that I had to stop the thing and say, dang, what'd he say? And rewind it like when he's rewinding the cassette tape. He said, Satan can't create anything, and that includes blessings for his people. For those that are unaware, there's rumors of selling your soul. I don't know if that's figurative or literal, but you're doing things, pledging your loyalty to Satan in return for worldly goods. And I think the Bible says Satan is the Lord of this world, the prince of this world. But Cat Williams said Satan can't create anything. He's not a creator. And that includes he can't create blessings for his own people. And when he said that, I immediately stopped it. And I thought, because years ago during COVID, I did an interview on my previous podcast, and it was with this author called Michael A. Hoffman. And he's a deep author of many arcane subjects. And one of the book that we was talking about was Secret Societies and Psychological Warfare. And one of the things that Mr. Hoffman said at the end of that podcast, he said, Satan hates all of us, because I was asking him, how do these people that are on top, how do they keep staying on top doing evil? And he said, well, we don't know if they really make deals with the devil. If they do, and if it is something that they are doing, he said the thing they fail to realize is Satan hates all of us. Even if you worship him, he still hates you. He hates mankind. You part of mankind. So you think you pledging your loyalty, wearing the dress, as they say, whatever the case may be. You're not getting anything from him. He hates you. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, I was like, that's elementary. We know that, but you never think of it from that standpoint. Satan is the adversary. So whatever, if it is such a thing as pledging your loyalty to Satan or whatever, you ain't getting nothing out of that. Satan hates you. You might think you getting something out of it, but hey, anyway, don't start me to preaching. I don't even know how to hoop. Let me get up here and start. I said the Lord. I don't know. Don't let me start getting up into it. But that's just some of my thoughts on it, man. And it's very, I think it's very applicable. I don't know if they really be selling their soul, or does that mean just selling out your pride as a man?
Yeah, but I think too that it has to be a person that has morals or a moral compass, or you know what I'm saying? Because some people they don't care. Mm-hmm. That don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they with it. You know what I mean? They ain't, make them feel no kind of way that they did it. You know what I'm saying? And then there's some people, like you say, that will battle with their conscience. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's something saying, man, nah, that ain't what we do. We not doing that. But then it's something in you that made you still do it. Now that other voice that was telling you, man, now you done did it, or you done it. Yeah, you looking at yourself in the mirror, and you know what I'm saying? However you cope with living that down, initially it seems like people do well, and then it start, as the years go by, you kind of start seeing certain things, you know what I'm saying? And time is the teller of all truth, so.
I like that. I'm still that.
Yeah, it is.
I just told y'all right on air, I'm still in that time is the teller of all truth.
I mean, it is, and that's not a phrase I coined. It's just that's what it is. You can, like they say, what's done in the dark come in the light eventually. Before it's all said and done, you know what I'm saying? Usually, the wickedness that people do gets exposed.
This seems like we're in that a period of revelations. For my understanding, revelations, apocalypse means revelation. When you say the apocalypse, it means the revelation. And we in apocalyptic times right now in the black community with several big names out there, TD Jakes and all that stuff. And we don't get into that kind of gossip and stuff on this show, but it's just very interesting how there was rumors circulating around all these decades about some of these characters, Puff Daddy, and now all of a sudden it's coming out. But one of the things that I have learned in my life, bro, is with my military intel background and stuff like that, anytime, like you said, it's a distraction. Anytime they making you look over here, it seems like they directing attention over here, always look over there. If they directing it to the left, look on the right. If they telling you to look up, always look down. Matter of fact, my general rule of thumb, whatever they say, I do the opposite first.
Yeah. To
check out. Watch out, there's a threat over here. I look over here real quick. Watch out, this is a threat. Oh yeah, I look at that real quick. Because it seems like there's always some kind of misdirection going on, and there's always some deeper story happening, and you can't be.
It's a lot of misdirections going on simultaneously, because one or two or three or four misdirections is not gonna misdirect the masses. So it's got to be all kind of stuff going on.
Modern life is a misdirection.
Yeah.
With your cell phones and your media everywhere you go, and your social media and all the contrived divisions and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But that's because that's part of the distraction.
Yeah.
Because all of the what they put out in your face and accessibility is why a lot of people are distracted.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people choose to be distracted. They want to be distracted, man. They don't want to think about the doom and the gloom. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then there's some people that they trying to prepare for the doom and the gloom, so the doom and the gloom ain't so doomy and gloomy. You know what I mean? So
right. My old saying I used to always say is, "Don't be scared, be prepared."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When it look like things is crazy, look carefully at what's crazy and think of some antidotes to it. Think of some steps you can take to mitigate what's crazy. You know what I'm saying? On your life, the effects on your life.
Yep.
That's the way I see it, man. But I find it very interesting that all this stuff is going on. For example, like all this Epstein stuff. Alex Jones and others was talking about that stuff in 2008. And not only just him, there was a mainstream news, I can't remember what, was it Dateline or something like that, where the lady said, I had all the dirt. This was in 2008, but she was told to stop. It's an intelligence operation. For y'all that are unaware, there's a concept in Intel called a honeypot, and this is a little bit different, but a honeypot is where you take somebody, a good-looking person that uses sex and their good looks to ensnare other people. That's a honeypot, and get information out of those people. That's a honeypot. Well, there's a whole other concept, and you could take that even further to you take people that have known sexual deviancies, and you get them to display those deviancies, those behaviors,
and record them.
And you record them. And this will be at a house. This could be, it could be, it might be somewhere in the hood where you going over here doing something that you probably shouldn't be doing. You don't know what's going on, but that's a tried and true intel gathering technique, because at that point, it's not even intel gathering. You ain't got to do no analysis. You just got to catch somebody on tape doing something and tell them next time, say, by the way, that vote that's coming up? Check these out. Remember these pictures right here? You remember what you was doing such and such date a couple years ago? Hey, you remember this big thing that's about to happen in the world? We need your help on that. I ain't gonna help you. Oh yeah? Well, we got some other little people who might say that you should help us, and that's the way it's blackmail. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's one of those things that could have been playing into all that TD Jake stuff, if any of that is true, which we don't know.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, my whole stance on that is accountability, self-accountability, man. We always talk about that. It don't matter what anybody is saying when it all comes down to it. Where's the proof? And if you've been moving in a righteous manner, it ain't gonna be nothing they can pull out. It's not gonna be, like you said, a compromising position that was documented or recorded or nothing. It's not that, because that ain't how I move.
We don't roll like that. I don't do stuff.
So you can look, matter of fact, them pictures you was taking, let me get, because I like that one. We can crop that like right there, you know what I'm saying, bro? You think that was a good picture they got up that day, you know what I'm saying? Yo, let me have that.
Yeah.
That's my intellectual property. You know what I'm
right.
saying? I need that. You don't have my permission to
control my image. You don't have
you don't have permission to take secret pictures of me. Yeah.
That remind me, years ago, it came out, Mike Pence, who I don't rock with him. I don't have no feelings one way or the other on him. But former Vice President Mike Pence had told one female reporter or something like that. He was like, well, I can't have dinner with you and do this report or whatever the case was. He said, because I don't hang out with other women not in the presence of my wife. And they was like, see how backwards he is and see how sexist he is and blah, blah, blah. And I was thinking to myself, that's not backwards and sexist.
Nah.
I don't hang out with women that ain't my wife. I ain't gonna be, I ain't finna be at this restaurant talking with some chick.
You get caught up because somebody gonna pop up with the little camera and take a picture and caption it out of context. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And you over there having an interview for a podcast. You trying to get on the Focus LBK show. And now somebody took a picture of that. No, they like, see, look at, we got it. Is it? No, you don't. You see me with some women, man, I would I try not to be in a situation like that unless my wife is there, because that's my lady, and she was there supervising. She saw everything. She was down with everything. So when you took that picture, oh, actually, you didn't take the whole picture, did you? Because actually, this is my wife right here. You see what I'm saying? I thought that was wisdom. I didn't think that was a sign of sexism. I thought that was moving correctly.
Yeah, but people always find a way to twist the truth. But at the end of the day, it is what it is, man. Like everybody is not gonna like you.
Mm-hmm. Some people are gonna actively hate you.
I'm just saying, no matter what you do, you're not gonna make everybody like you or everybody happy with your stance, because somebody somewhere is not gonna agree with what you got going on. That's just what it is, man. And once people get comfortable with that and understand that, and just you could be yourself. So what is being canceled? Like, so man, bro, I've been canceling people, and to me, what canceling is just I don't listen to their music no more. I don't watch that show no more, because this whatever scene that happened on episode 2. Yeah, I ain't never watching this no more. You know what I'm saying? That's just me, and that's my personal take on it. Like, I don't get all on the internet. Yeah, I don't get all on the internet crying and want to start a movement. And it's just my personal choice. Just like when I'm flipping through the channels, I cancel stuff all the time. I'm like, nope, I don't want to watch that. That mean they canceled. I ain't watching that. I ain't watching that. I don't watch that. I don't watch. So who cares, man? Like, I don't know. I think it's just a bunch of crybabies. It's really crybaby-ish to me, man.
It is crybabies. And that's why I do the same thing. Try to be very careful about what I take in. You know what I'm saying? I think the Bible says something like a man spends out of what he earns or what's in his heart. And Bible also says nothing that goes into a man can, what is it? When you come, whatever comes out of you is what you have taken in, basically. I'm paraphrasing because I didn't plan to bring that up. So I didn't look at the Bible verse beforehand. But I try to be very careful about what I take in. So I cancel stuff all the time. Like you say, I cancel Netflix, period.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, literally cancel them, because I like to watch certain stuff. I like sci-fi and crime dramas and action adventure movies. You know what I'm saying? They see on Netflix, they see what I want, and they say, because you watched this, we think you'll like this. But the stuff they said that they think I'll like had nothing to do with my viewing history.
And it was nothing that I would like.
It was like, that's the opposite of stuff that I would like. So they're trying to nudge you. That's why they got canceled. When I feel like people trying to change my outlook and my mindset and my culture, my cultural belief system, you know what I'm saying? That's when I cancel stuff. And like you say, I don't make no big deal about it. I don't start no movement. I just say, unsubscribe. You know what I'm saying? Or switch the channel. That's all it is. Man.
But that's people want to, I guess that's for the people that need to be told how to think and feel. Somebody have to press the button on them, you know what I'm saying? Like,
push the button.
Yeah.
That old Nuclear song.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Because there's a lot of stuff that is offensive to me that's been offensive for years, and nobody said anything about it. Matter of fact, or they said the opposite. And it's just like, no, why come when certain situations happen, they don't put the right person in place to let what need to be said be heard. So that's all I'm saying, man.
I hear you.
I don't agree with it.
I hear you.
That's like when they tell you how they making a law where you can get a ticket for sagging.
For who?
Sagging your pants.
Wait a minute, who is doing this?
I remember, I think like in Dallas around, we could Google it, man.
Was this nowadays?
No, it might still be active.
Huh.
Let me see, bro.
So, but when you saw it, when was it happening?
It was
originally
I think between maybe 2005.
Oh, okay. So it's a decade or more ago. I was gonna say that sounds ludicrous. Sagging is ludicrous too, but trying to arrest somebody for sagging is.
No, I don't think they arrest you. I think you get a ticket.
A ticket. Yeah. What is it like? What are they gonna say? Public indecency or something?
I guess. Okay. Right here it says, and this is just pulling up something.
South Carolina.
Yeah. In 2016, defendants may face up to $600 fine. Shreveport, Louisiana, repealed its prohibition on sagging pants in June 2019.
I mean, I understand why somebody would want to make a prohibition about it, but you can't tell people how to dress though.
And that's, I mean, I understand, because like sometimes, like you said, I don't want to see your drawers, sir.
I don't want to see nothing that I ain't supposed to be looking
cakes
at.
hanging out. Yeah, I don't want to see that, bro.
You say your
But
cakes.
at the same time, it's okay. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I'm from in a different community,
Yeah.
I can come out the house any kind of way, and you gotta respect that.
Yeah.
If you don't, you gonna get canceled. Like what?
Yeah. This is true. So you can have a parade depending on who you hang with, and that's cool with that kind of stuff and worse. But if you just walking out sagging, yeah, you will get canceled though.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I don't like it.
Double standards.
Yeah, I
and
don't like it, man. I'm just
all
saying.
that kind of stuff. Now I will say too, man. I'm a very staunch.
Another thing, not to cut you off, but like you can get kicked out of school.
Oh yeah, for wearing certain shirts but not other shirts.
Or having locks.
Where is that at?
It's a young man in Texas, man. It's a Texas high school that keep kicking this man out of school over his hair.
What? Yeah. Huh.
But what I'm saying is,
what's the rationale?
They say it's not in the pot, and it's outside of I guess the dress code or whatever or something. But again, that man be from a different community, and his hair, anything goes. I'm just saying, man, anything goes, and they even to the point of changing your gender. It's cool. When
I was in high school, this is like literal stuff. Over at Lubbock High, they was trying to tell us, we used to have your box, your fade and your high top and stuff. And we used to color part of it like blonde or put a blonde lightning streak in there or whatever. And they was trying to say we couldn't do that. And I don't know what their stance is now on coloring your hair. But even at the time, there was white kids that would do stuff like shave off half their head. It'd be bald head on this side and long on that side. And we used to look at that like, if my haircut is extreme or distracting, what is that?
Yep.
So it's always.
But we know what that is. But I'm just saying, you know.
And then you know what? You always gonna be more supportive of people that are in your community, people that look like you. You always understand them better. So if you're not a black school administrator, you're gonna look at black people's hair and be like, oh, it is alien to you. It may be alien to you. Just like seeing people have multicolors in their hair or weird shaving patterns where they, weird forelocks and stuff hanging down. That's alien to me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's because I can't do that with my hair. So the thought of doing that has never occurred to me. And when you see it, you're like, whoa, what is that?
I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's extreme to me that I see. But at the same time, I'm cool with the fact that people have the right of choice to do whatever they want to do with their body, their hair. Yeah. That's on them.
Well, how you feel about people that come out the house in bedclothes and stuff?
Man, that's their business.
But I mean, how does it personally strike you? Of course, it's their business.
It just look like I don't even care, bro. Like to me, like I say, and like I say, how I look at it is like to see a man in public in some flip flops or some house shoes. That's to me, I don't even. It's not weird to me. I just feel like, man, if to go down, get down, I always leave the house in attire that I feel like, I can get greasy in. You know what I'm saying? I do. And I don't feel like I could get greasy in my bedclothes with no house shoes on up in the store with some Crocs on my feet walking through the store, and then something go down, and now I'm slipping and sliding through here in some pajama pants and you know what I'm saying? A do-rag on. Like, come on, bro. You ain't even got your tools on you. You know what I'm saying? Like,
a mechanic's supposed to keep his tools on him.
Straight up.
And I look at it like this, man. When I was a kid, it wasn't no such thing as you gonna be walking. I couldn't even walk to the mailbox looking certain ways. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when I go out in public, man, I may not have the best clothes in the world, but I'm like Dad say, I'm always be clean every time I'm seen.
Mm-hmm. And that again, that's a personal preference.
Right. So it's a personal preference.
And I agree with your stance, Pops, and somebody that feel like the SpongeBob pajama pants with the matching Crocs and a
bonnet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's their prerogative.
It's their prerogative, man. But it's just like I be looking at it. I just cannot for the life of me understand.
Yeah, you would, and me neither.
Like
Because that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm just saying, bro. What you finna do in them slides, man? But slide. That's why they call slides.
Slides, because all you gonna do is slide. When they get down, go down. What you say? When they go down, get down. You gonna slide.
Oh, you gonna have to kick them off, and that's what I'm saying. What's the point of even having them on? Yeah, I tell my babies that all the time. When they get ready to go with me, make sure you have some real shoes on your feet.
That's the phrase I use. All my family know when we get ready to go. When you going with daddy, I don't know. When you go with mama, you can do something else if you want to. When you go with daddy, you need to have on real shoes.
Straight up, man, dude. Because I'm not. No.
And a coat. If it's cold, don't be trying to look cute. I ain't giving you my jacket. You ain't giving my coat. You got coats in the closet.
Same thing I got, you got. Thermals,
exactly.
Gloves, beanies.
We all similarly equipped up in this mug. Yeah, man, I don't know. We just rambling and talking about first one thing and then another. But I don't know. I feel like I feel like standards have just slipped in society. That's why when we was looking at Eugene Rockmore's photos, that's one of the things that I enjoy the most about him is even you look at old pictures from the 50s and 60s, even when people was like cutting the grass, they had on slacks and a button-up shirt with the sleeves rolled up.
Yeah. But then, when you think about it, what else did they have though?
They had everything. They just knew it was a certain time to wear certain stuff.
They didn't have the active wear fleece they didn't sweatshirt that you could get at, you know what I'm saying, and do, They
didn't have joggers that have,
you know what I mean,
squinched up peg legs on them. I be looking at that like, that's not for me right there. Whoever they made that for, that's not for me.
And that's why I say it's hard to find something that's not. And I've looked because I don't like that neither. You know what I mean?
That's not.
And so it's like
that's not masculine from our generation. I guess we're getting to the point where we old men sitting on the porch saying, "Get off my yard." But like from where I'm from and the time that I'm from, that's not how men dress. And men, like you're saying, with the slippers and stuff like that, to me, it's verboten to come out the house as a man with flip flops on. You can't do that, man. That's not. I don't even know what my grandpa's feet look like. I ain't never seen my grandpa's feet, my daddy feet. I seen his feet because we live together. We be in the house. But I mean, y'all get where I'm coming from. It's just certain things I feel like it's weird for dudes to wear, but it's acceptable apparently now.
I mean, hey, I don't knock them. I just don't. I don't get it. I don't get some of it, but I ain't mad. Like I say, you'll never see me post it or rant about it on nothing. Bro, do what you want to do. Because I feel the same way sometimes with what I'm doing. Like, I'm going to wear what's comfortable to me. And my comfortability is different from, the next person. Like I say, what make me feel comfortable is something secure on my feet. You know what I'm saying? Rallo, certain things like that. And that's what make me feel comfortable. Like, I want a beanie. I like hoodies.
I was going to say, today is a perfect day for a hoodie.
And
I'm starting to realize I like hoodies.
I'm going to walk in the store like that with my beanie on, with my hood on, and I'm chilling. I ain't did nothing. You know what I'm saying? That's why I stay in establishments in areas where I'm known. You know what I mean? Where people can see my face and be like, oh, that's, you know what I'm saying? And I'm good. I know I'm good in here in this hood. I'm not suspicious. I'm not suspect. I ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna go dealing with all that.
But I feel like nowadays hoodies ain't suspect. I mean, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, to me, it is.
To me, what a hoodie that's suspect, what these young kids be doing, I done seen cats on 95-degree days walking around with a black hoodie on with the hood up. That's fishy.
Yeah.
But today it's cold outside. It's wet outside. You know what I'm saying? To me, a hoodie is the perfect attire. Yep. It's appropriate attire.
Yep. And I got two hoods. And that one over there. That's why I say I'm gonna cover my head up. I don't know what nobody else talking about when it's cold.
Well, bro, today we got a pretty interesting guest coming in, and we're gonna save that. That's gonna be a paid episode. That's gonna be down the Prairie Dog Hole. Real good guest on the show. You guys are gonna love him, or you might not love him. He's one. I think he's probably one of those characters where it's that certain people rock with him and certain people don't. We on this show, we like to let anybody and everybody come on and have they say, because it's all about elevating the conversation in the LBK. and focusing the conversation in the LBK on things that
forget about it.
Yeah.
Man, how you feel about it.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and close this out because we're getting close to the time. And I feel like we're going to have somebody up in studio shortly. So we're going to go ahead and close out for today. But we invite you, man, don't miss the Down the Prairie Dog Hole for this show. It's going to be a very interesting discussion full of stuff you probably want to know about. You know what I'm saying? So come on down this Prairie Dog Hole with us and we'll see you on the other side.